Beautiful afternoon, Pepsters! Welcome to Pep Live. I'm excited, nakiligin ngayong hapon na to kasi makakasama natin ang lead stars ng Summer MMFF entry. So, tawagin ko na ang aking co-host na si Bernie para i-introduce ang ating guests for today.
Kamusta, Pepsters? I'm Bernie. And yes, Pink, very interesting ang mga guests natin for today because they are the stars of the first ever Summer Metro Manila Film Festival. So without further ado, please welcome the stars of Yung Libro Sa Napanood Ko, Korean actor Yoo Min Gon, and actress, writer, and director Bela Padilla.
Hello. Hi everyone.
Hi, Bella! Hi,
Hi
Mingon!
hi.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
So, this is the first time for Mingon to guest on Pep Live, and for Bella,
Yeah.
just recently we had you here for your other movie.
Right. Yeah. True. That was in January. Yeah.
Congratulations for your upcoming movie. Ang kilig ng trailer.
Trailer pa
Thank you so
lang.
much. Nako, thank you. We're so excited. Yeah, it's so close na. We're airing very soon.
So before we talk about your movie, let's play a little icebreaker game first, Bernie. Ano yung icebreaker game natin?
Correct. Ang icebreaker natin is most likely. Who is most likely?
Okay.
All right. So we're just gonna throw a few questions for you guys. Are you ready to play the game?
I don't know. Are you ready, Mengon?
This is easy. For sure, you can answer all the questions. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. First question. Who's most likely to drop his or her phone in the toilet? Oh,
Um,
so medyo
I think
clumsy,
Mengon.
no? Parang ganun.
Never.
Same. Actually, yeah, we're both not clumsy. Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen you drop anything. Same,
No.
same.
Even I get drunk, I don't lose any of my.
Oh, so you're very responsible. Like you remember everything.
True.
Okay.
And it's hard for Mingon to get drunk. So
Okay. All right. We're gonna learn more about that later. Okay. Number 2 question, Bernie.
All right. Next entry.
Who's most likely?
Most likely to haggle for a discount for an item he or she really likes.
Okay, so
I
it's
think me.
Bella.
Really?
Do you think it's you?
I did a lot when I was in high school.
Oh, really?
Same. I'm not in high school anymore, but I still do it. So yeah.
Let's hear it. Like, what's the most recent thing that you had to haggle for?
You know what's funny? When it comes to local products, I try not to haggle so much. I try to support local. So, malakas ako mag-haggle or manghingi ng discount pag nasa ibang bansa. So, actually, when Mingon took
You
us
do?
shopping, yeah, when Mingon took us shopping in Hongdae, when we went to like this shopping street, I bought 2 sweaters to take home to the UK and I asked for a discount. Binigyan naman ako ng discount. So, it worked.
Wow. Galing. How about you, Mingon? What was that in high school that you bought?
During the high school, we usually buy clothes from a place called Dongdaemun, and they usually sell it really cheap at that time. So whenever I went there, I asked the merchant to say like, I will buy this one too. So can you give me half price? Then Communication starts from there.
Okay.
Oh my
That's very
gosh.
Pinoy of you.
And I even went there with my mom,
Alright.
and my mom was really like impressing about me. 'Cause I was doing a lot of discounts.
Oh my gosh. All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Number three. Who's most likely to scold a noisy or unruly passenger in a train?
Uh,
Who would that
I
be?
think,
this is interesting.
Easy train.
have you
I
ever
don't
done this?
know.
No.
Same. I usually avoid confrontation. So
Sean.
Me too.
yeah, not so much. But if someone's doing something wrong, I speak up. Like I remember I was in a restaurant in BGC once, and someone parked sa disabled yung ramp
Parking.
to go out to the street. Not parking eh. Parang hinarangan niya yung ramp. So I stood
Alright.
up and asked the guy to leave, but he didn't leave. So it didn't work. But
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah. That's as far as I would go. But if someone's noisy on the train, I wouldn't say
That's
anything.
okay. For
Okay.
you. How
All
about
right.
Min Gon?
For me, I just leave the place. Like
If
I
Yeah.
don't.
if it's too noisy.
Yeah.
Mm, okay.
Okay. Number four. Bernie.
Okay. Four, most likely to embarrass themselves in public. I mean, of course, this is not on purpose,
Why? What
but
happened?
Really?
I think me. It's not like singular experiences, but I always end up in weird situations or funny situations, I think. But yeah. Did I do anything embarrassing in Korea? No. Not
No.
really. We're
No,
quite
really.
well behaved. We're quite well behaved. But like I'm the type of person who will dance. Like if there's good music, like in the mall, like I'll start dancing and then I'll realize after na no one else is dancing. So yeah. Stuff like that.
Whoa.
Nothing too embarrassing.
That's cute. That's cute if you're just dancing. But how about like,
I don't know.
you would slip up or you'd trip while walking. It hasn't happened to you before.
Hasn't yet. No, hasn't yet.
Alright. Okay. How about you, Mingon?
The most embarrassing thing would be like, oh, remember there was a one person, just a stranger, and he was saying hi to the person behind me. But then I thought he was saying hi to me, so I was like, well, I don't know the person. Maybe he knows me. I just don't remember. So I said hi, and then the person behind me.
Oh my gosh, that happens a
yeah,
lot, right? Sometimes. I can relate
yeah,
to that. But that's okay. At least you were being friendly to
True.
a random person.
But
agree.
I kind
True.
of really like strange. Like, why is he saying hi to me?
I know, right? It's
Okay.
embarrassing, but why not?
Uh,
Okay. Number Bernie next. What's our next
next.
question for them? Oh,
Oh,
it's the
I
last
think
one.
this is the last one. Yes,
Yeah.
most likely to end a relationship over
Over
text.
text.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've done this once.
Really?
Lee?
Yeah. No, but we spoke after. I just needed it to end that day already. Like I
Mm.
couldn't stand it
Mm.
anymore. So I sent a text message that turned into a phone call that turned into a conversation the next day.
Oh, so at least you still
Yeah.
met with the person
Ah yeah,
right
definitely.
after
I'm a
the
firm
yes,
believer of ending things well. So yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I think
I
that's
was
acceptable.
yes, I was
Mm.
about to say if Bella met up
Yeah.
with the person, but she did after. So
Yeah.
I
Uh,
think that's
I did.
did the guy
We met
cry?
up.
Like I cry.
Like
He
when you
did.
broke
That's
up
what I
with
wanted to
him?
avoid eh. Kasi feeling ko pag umiyak, I won't break up na. Parang I'll feel bad. So that's
Oh.
why I had to do it through text first. Like I wrote down everything, like all the reasons why I needed to break up with this person already. And then, yeah, we met up. We saw each other the next day, but we didn't talk because we were in a work environment. And then we met up after a few days in a neutral area because that was the advice of my good friend Jericho Rosales. He said meet up in a neutral area. So we
Oh
met in a
gosh.
restaurant. Yeah.
Okay, so if this was a conversation with Echo, then this must have happened after your movie together. Yeah.
During our movie.
During
During
your
our movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
But
But
it is
I'm
very good advice, and I will keep on.
yeah.
I mean, hopefully, like obviously, when you're in a relationship, you're not thinking, you're
Mm-hmm.
breaking up with someone. But if ever I am put through a situation that's similar, I will use his advice again, and go through something painful in a neutral area, because his advice was so good. Because sabi niya, if you break up in your house will have bad memories forever, and if you break up in that person's house, he will, he's gonna get sad every time he goes home, or
Mm-hmm.
like it's gonna have bad memories. So meet in a place that's not attached to any of you. So it's actually
All
very
right.
smart. Yeah.
So it's easier to move on. But what's interesting to me is that you actually wrote down all the reasons that you had why you had to break up with this person. Why is that usually the way you process things? Like
Yeah, it has
when
to
you
be
make
very
major
logical.
decisions.
Yeah, when I make major decisions, I have to um, really see if something is not salvageable anymore, if I really can't fix things anymore, or if I'm, I guess, not fed up, but if I really can't do it anymore, I have to think about the reasons why, and find it's fair, because it's not just you in the
Mhm.
relationship. There's two people, so yeah,
And your decision becomes,
becomes
more
more firm.
firm,
Yeah,
right?
it does.
Right.
It does. It helps you decide better.
I like it. I like it. Let's do that next time when we write burns. For sure, you'd appreciate that as writers, diba? Okay. How about Min Gon? Did you
Uh,
like break up with someone over text?
I've never broke up with over the text. I usually just like same as Bella. Like I find that end of relationship is really important part too. And somehow most of my ex girlfriends they cheated on me, and somehow I figure it out and go to her house near her house and have a big, deep, long conversation. Ended up breaking up, and if I have to say goodbye, and I just call my girlfriend to meet at some cafe, and I tell honest, like are the honest part, like my feeling is not the same anymore. It's not getting
Mm-hmm.
as such. So like so sorry to say goodbye and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we I never broke up over phone or text, face to face always.
Face to
But
face. But that's also a neutral place, a cafe, just like Bella's,
yeah, but
right?
a little bit more close to her house so that she will
Oh,
hear
okay.
that
That's all
that
right.
flow.
At
That
least
she's
it
safe.
was a neutral ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Were you able to like process why they broke up with you? They always cheated on you, like what you said earlier. Was it because you're too
He's very
nice
nice.
or too?
He is
You think
very
so,
nice.
Bella? Oh
Yeah,
my
he's so nice.
gosh.
They find it boring. I don't know.
That's not true. If
No,
you find the
that's
right
not true.
person, that won't be an issue.
The case.
You just
Yeah,
jive, right? Do you agree, Bella?
I do. I like nice guys. My boyfriend now is a very
Yeah.
nice guy. Yeah, not
Sometimes
boring.
sometimes girls when they're in their younger years, they really don't appreciate nice guys just yet because they're like,
Yeah,
they want
they like the
adventurous
challenge.
types. But
Yeah,
when you grow older, you appreciate that, oh my gosh, this is what my mom or what the kind of guy that you actually look for or you should look for in a guy, someone who's responsible or whatever. Bella, can you like describe Mingon, like how you come to know
he's
him?
I mean, because I know Mengon, and I've also met
Yeah,
Mengon's
for sure.
girlfriend a few times, and she's super, super sweet. They're both very caring for each other, and they're both very, very sweet. Like, they're always holding hands. So, all of us on set, lagi kami naiinggit kasi lahat kami walang jowa sa set. So, so we were all like, they're holding hands. It's so cute. But no, they care for each other so much. Like, I remember Mingon and I were talking about this. When he doesn't have work, like when he's not on set, they will definitely see each other. Like, they don't let a day pass without seeing each other if they're not busy. And I find that really like interesting, because you're showing the person that you really you're very interested in them and you're showing them that you care about their time also and that you care about their interests. So his girlfriend even visited us on set, which was very, very sweet. So if all of us knew her, like our whole set knew her. And I think it's the same. Like her friends also know Min Gon. Like he even invited us to one of his girlfriend's parties. So,
Oh my
like
gosh.
they're very open with each other and like they're always with each other. So I like that because they really make an effort to spend time with each other all the time.
So that's good, Mean. But I think at least now you've actually found someone who appreciates you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I really thank my girlfriend.
So is that the reason? Do you agree with Bella, the like what she said about you making an effort to see your girlfriend as much as
Mm,
possible? What's
yeah,
the reason behind that?
it's because well, honestly, I like to meet my girlfriend like as much as possible. That's the first one. The second is like when I'm working, like when I'm shooting or like acting or something, then there's not many time to actually see her, right? So I'm trying
Mm-hmm.
to see her as much as possible whenever I have a time.
Mm-hmm.
And like because you never know the future, so you never know, like for example, when you never know that it might be your last day to see her. So I'm trying to see like this could be my last day. This could be my last day. Like that.
Okay. And that's your love language also. Time, I
The time,
guess.
yes, quality time.
Quality time with the person that you love. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. We're just starting Bernie, but we're learning a lot from Bella and Mingon.
'Di ba?
Correct.
Hindi lang time yung love language, quality time.
Di
Quality
ba?
Uh,
Di ba? Merong ano eh, merong ano
Yeah,
talaga,
that's so
necessity.
important.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, push ko lang. I
Go
want to
ahead,
ask
Bernie.
Bella. Bella, what's your love
Mhm.
language?
Me, I think service and gifts. I like giving gifts and I like cooking for people or um ayun, basta act of service.
When you
If
receive
there's
love,
anything I can help. Um
it's the same thing or
when I was
what it,
young, I think, well, kung when I was young, baka when I was young naman. Parang dati, ang gusto ko, time also. Like, I like always
okay.
being with the person I appreciate or I love. But I think as I got older, kasi di ba when you're young, you always have this weird feeling when someone gives you a gift. Parang dati nagsusoli pa ako ng gifts because I feel uncomfortable na parang, it's okay, I'm also making money, I can buy this for myself. But now as I get older, I actually appreciate when I receive gifts, even if it's simple, even if it's just a card or something like that. I really appreciate it because it shows that they think about you even when you're not around and they know exactly what you like or they know your personality, so the gifts reflect also your interests. So
Right.
What's the
yeah,
recent gift that you got that you appreciated from your boyfriend?
he got me a helmet because I got myself an e-bike in London. So he got me a helmet.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, that's so
Ah, yeah,
sweet.
true, safety first.
Always.
But yeah, he got me a helmet
Right.
and what else was it? Puro pang bike eh. Like he got lights for my
Mm-hmm.
bike. Yung front light.
Mm-hmm.
Basta yeah, bike accessories. So my boyfriend's very practical. He only gives gifts. He only gives gifts that I really need in life. It's nothing like he doesn't like giving like kunwari, bags or clothes, like cute stuff. Hindi. He likes practical stuff, which I appreciate because those are the things I don't buy.
What about flowers?
Okay.
What,
What? What?
Mingon?
What about flowers? What about flowers?
I love receiving flowers, but somehow he doesn't like giving flowers too much because he feels bad because they die. I like receiving plants. I like plants a lot. I like flowers. When I'm sick, I like receiving flowers when I'm not feeling well. I also give him flowers when he's not feeling well. But yeah, I think he reserves that for really special occasions.
Okay. So now I
Yeah.
understand why you said that your boyfriend is practical kasi talagang
He's
dapat
very
magagamit mo.
practical. Yeah, or yun,
Mm-hmm.
parang nagigilty siya if you give flowers kasi nga pinatay yung flowers. But
Mm-hmm.
um, I personally love receiving it. Like, for when we have guestings, diba, they give you flowers after. I like it because I like rearranging them at home. Like I like putting them in vases. So it excites me. Babaw. But yeah.
Cute. Why did you ask Mingon? Are you the kind of guy who gives flowers?
Oh yeah,
Or
it's just like I randomly give my girlfriend a flower, like, and I find that like whenever I give her flowers, I find her very happy, even though like flower dies in maybe a week or two
mm-hmm,
weeks. So
mm-hmm.
and my mom always taught me, but if I have a girlfriend, buy her flower like randomly.
Oh, so that's what you learned from your mom. So you're like the romantic type.
Oh yeah, my mom taught me
Would you
like
say?
that.
Okay, okay, okay. That's nice. Okay. We'd get to know more about Mingon and Bella's love advice later. But for now, let's get to know about your upcoming movie, yung libro sa
Thank
napanood ko.
you.
My
Correct.
gosh, congrats. We're so excited about this ha kasi ang sweet. Tapos grabe ang ganda nung um, view ang Korea. Can you tell us about your movie?
Sure. Actually, the trailer that you're watching now, this actually isn't my cut. This is Viva's trailer. I have a separate trailer also that I'm releasing soon. But yeah, this trailer kind of gives you an insight of the film. But what you're seeing, I think, is one aspect, yung sweet and kilig aspect. But really, like, there's so much to this film. Parang I feel like we tried to cover so many topics with it. So it's a story about two people. Our character is Lisa, and Mingon's character is Gunhu, and it's a process of two people meeting, and I guess their cultures also meeting halfway and finding things about themselves that they didn't know before. We also tried to tackle the mental health state of OFWs. So that will be played by Miss Lorna Tolentino, who's my mom in this film. And she's a very pivotal character in this. I always say, like, she's the heart of the film. So a lot of instances or a lot of situations that happen to our characters revolves around Miss Lorna's character. So um, I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, that's pretty much the journey. It's about self love. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about taking care of yourself before you're able to love other people. So it's a lot of different things.
What's the name of your
Yeah.
character? Can you
So I play
share like
Lisa.
what they
Yes.
do? Mm-hmm.
Okay. I play Lisa. So she's a book author. She writes a book because of a series she watched. So that's why the title is Yung Libro Sa Napanood Ko. So she watches a K-drama in the beginning of the film that inspired her to write a book. And it's written that way because I watched a K-drama in 2017 that I loved so much called Because This Is My First Life. And it inspired me to write this script. So yeah, so that's like the backstory of why this movie came to be. But so yeah, my character Lisa is an author, and Vingon's character Gun, who ends up in one of my book signings, and that's where our journey begins. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Ang cute. Bernie.
Thank
What
you.
you what about Mingon? What can you tell us a little bit more about your character?
My character's name is Kanho Kim, and he is really, really deeply loved in with Lisa. So like for him, everything is about Lisa. His life and is a bit introverted person, and I can't tell much because it might be a spoiler. But anyways, like the most important thing for him is Lisa.
Okay. Bella, because
Yeah,
this is my first life is the one about this girl who lived with this guy in
yeah,
a
who got
condo
married
unit,
and
right? And married for
exactly
convenience. Oh my
for
gosh.
convenience.
I love that
Yeah,
K
and
drama.
it's such a good K drama. And they talked about a book there called To Room 19, written by Doris Lessing. So after watching the K drama, I read about the Room 19. And one of the short stories there features a mom na yung character niya, mom na nawawala siya sa mundo because she doesn't know who she is anymore. She's just a mom. Like she turned into a mom and a wife. So parang nawalan siya ng identity. So her husband created a room for her in their house. So that's the mother's room. But eventually her kids would start entering the room and the husband would start entering the room to ask her things. And so it became the family room. So she never had her place in the world. So once a week she would leave their house and go to this hotel and the guy would always give her the key of room 19. So her husband would allow her to leave their home once a week to go to room 19, and that was her small place in the world. So that was my I guess hope for Miss Lorna's character, that we show that ROFWs when they leave the country, they somehow also lose a part of themselves, and they also need their place in the world. So
Mm.
Correct. Okay. So,
Were you a
Bella,
fan? Sorry, go. Go ahead,
go,
Bernie.
go,
Go.
go.
No,
Hindi,
I
tatanong
was
ko
just
lang.
curious if sige, go, ikaw na ikaw. Sorry. Sorry. Go, go. Na-excite.
Go think, I think mas related yung question mo. Yeah.
And then I was just curious if Bella was a fan of fairy tales when she was growing up and
I
how
mean,
that
yeah.
evolved now that you're more, mature.
I grew up in the 90s, so I definitely had all the Disney classics with me. But even, the Disney movies that weren't in my time, my mom and my dad made sure I would watch it, like the old Little Rascals, the old Sleeping Beauty, the original Alice in Wonderland. So I watched all of it. And then I started watching older films like Somewhere in Time and then Steve McQueen films. So I like the classic stories. I like classic love stories as well. So I did have like a weird ideology over love growing up. Also, maybe because I grew up in such a Christian household. Like I always believed your first boyfriend is the guy you're gonna marry. But obviously, things change over time, and as you meet more people, and as you start working, your idea and conception of the world changes as well. So I think I'm more grounded in reality now, but I don't think there's anything wrong with believing in fairy tales, or there's nothing wrong with I guess having an aspiration for yourself, but always be grounded in reality.
Because I noticed that most of the characters that you've written, like in 366 and last night, the female lead, are mostly always broken. Like it's like
Yeah, it's
being
weird.
disillusioned or something about
Yeah,
love.
it's weird. Parang,
Right?
yeah, these are always the projects that I end up with. And I've learned to embrace it. Kasi in the beginning, I got scared na parang paulit-ulit. Not naman paulit-ulit yung characters because they're always different. But like, I felt like I was just in one genre. But I've learned to embrace it because in reality, that's what we all are. We're all, none of us are just black or white characters. We're all gray. We all have a dog and a wolf in us. Like we all have two sides to ourselves. So I like playing damaged characters because they're the ones that society doesn't like to talk about. They're the ones that taboo that we try to hide. So yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
about
love
to
it.
say when Bella explained that she used to watch Disney movies and then later on tackling the realities of life. No, it it's very relatable. Parang sabi ko parang ah parang relate ako to what she's saying. So it's a nice advocacy, just to present that
Yeah.
this what happens in life. Pagdating naman kay Mingon, how did you choose Mingon as your leading man? Did he audition or what was
Yes,
the process?
Mingon sent me his acting reel. So I met Mingon through a friend. We actually also had other people auditioning for the role, but I felt like there was still something missing. So I was in London at the time, and I met everyone through Zoom, and parang we just didn't find the right person yet. Because Mingon's character is the person you will follow when you watch the film. He carries the story. So it's Mingon's character that really, in a way, narrates the story. So it was very important for me that our lead actor is a good actor kasi siya yung magdadala talaga. So, sorry about that. When I did Ultimate Oppa in Korea in 2020, I made a really good friend there, Jiyeon. She's an actress that I met in Korea, and I was so desperate already because I felt like everyone I met so far didn't fit the character. I messaged Jiyeon and said like, "Hey, do you know an actor, a Korean actor who can speak perfect English? Because all the lines are in English." And she just goes, "Yeah, I actually do. Like, I have a friend, and he grew up in Canada, and I just worked with him. I don't know if he fits your description exactly, but you can talk to him and getting it." And eventually, we found each other, and through a lot of trials because nawala pa yung messages namin to each other. But yeah, we eventually contacted each other, and we met through Zoom. And at that time, I had another actor pencil blocked for his character Gunhu. And so there was a second lead character, a second guy needed in the story. So I asked him if he was comfortable playing that guy or the lead character. And yeah, he just said like he would love to have a shot to play the lead character. And I loved the confidence, and I loved that he was so sure of himself, and he was so sure that he can deliver. So I was very intrigued, and then I started stalking him on Instagram, and I saw his work. I saw some of his acting bits on Instagram, and then eventually he sent us his reel, and I was like, okay, he is definitely gonna play Gunhu. Like I can't imagine anyone else anymore. Because I mean, he doesn't know this, but even in our group chat, we had the poll between the two actors. Like, should we stick with actor A or should we give Mingon the character, the role? And eventually, everyone voted for Mingon. So
I never heard of it.
yeah, it's the first time you're hearing about it. But yeah, everyone voted for you, even Jobs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we made the right decision because he was this character. I feel was written for him. Like he did so well. So
yeah. Actually, you two look good on screen when I watched
Yes,
the
thank
trailer.
you.
trailer. So we're
That's very
excited.
sweet.
Right.
We're excited for the trailer that you're gonna be releasing. So that's
Yeah, there's a second
closer to your
trailer.
heart for sure. Min Gon, how do you feel about what Bella said about you getting the role unanimously from the group?
I find it like really like to me it's like a miracle because when I when we were talking over Zoom and like I didn't expect that I'm gonna get it, but then when I heard the news that I got the role, I was like so happy. I told all my family and friends that oh, I'm gonna be a lead, and I really love this story, and I'm gonna shoot it in Philippines, and it's gonna be my first time shooting in Philippines, and it's a mainstream movie with all the like well known actresses, actors, and like I can't describe with a word. I was so happy, and yeah, and I was really thanked that Bella trusted me in playing this role, and it's actually like Bella told me that she could see that sadness and the dark part of me, and there was I really thanked that she saw that part because none of my friends or some of directors or assistant director or casting directors in Korea, they only see my bright part. So they usually don't give me the roles that are really like deep or sad or some darkness. But so I always want to play the role that I can show all my emotions and stuff. And I need to have someone who can trust me in that part. And there, Bella was there, and I really deeply thank you.
So you said that this is your first project in the Philippines. How was it shooting here and being able to um, work with Filipino actors?
It was so good. It was like so good. Like I really love that every staff like respect each other, like even to the extras and even to the baby staff, or even to people who just came like around the location, who just came to see that, oh, there's a shooting, and some like citizens came and just watch, and like other staffs were very respectful to each other, and I really found it really really nice because we're all together making one movie, so no one is above no one, and I could see that while working here that no one, I mean, everyone was taking care of everyone and giving a respect.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Okay. Before I shoot my next question, we just want to say thank you to
Special
Sunshine
shout
and
out.
Sunshine and G12 who sent halo halo on Kumu because we are also live on Kumu. Okay.
YouTube and Facebook. All right.
Right. Okay, my question is for Bella. Bella, it's a really socially relevant issue, no? Um,
Thank you.
is it based on experience, or you also back it with research or data or information?
Definitely with research. And I think over time, like even before I moved to London, like I kept doing shows with PFC and I got to meet a lot of OFWs. And I think when we're here in the Philippines, when we hear about OFWs, we always hear that, they provide for their whole families, or we see them in the news and it's always vivid images of violence. So we get like such weird ends of the spectrum. Like it's either really good or really bad. But we don't hear about their day-to-day lives, and we don't hear about their perspective or how they think, and we don't acknowledge how hard it is for them to be away from their families, to take care of other families. um so yeah, I kind of wanted to shine a little bit of light on that. We didn't dramatize it too much, or we didn't we just told it as it is, based on how I hear it also from the OFWs I've met abroad. So, and I keep meeting abroad. So
So talagang ano to, based from experience pala yung
yes, in a way, yes. Yeah,
topic.
I hear so much about their struggles. Not even just monetary, it's not even just how hard it is to send money back, or how hard the work is before they can send money back. It's really the mental state of, they have guilt of not taking care of their children. They have the shame of some of the domestic helpers abroad. They feel shame for being a domestic helper when they've graduated in the Philippines and they have degrees in the Philippines. Like there's so much aspects to it that we don't acknowledge, but it's there. So
Oh wow, nakaka-touch naman yung gano'n. Pink, 'di ba ikaw, you are a daughter of a OFW, no? So I guess
Yes. Exactly. Yan. Talagang for sure. Kaya papanoorin ko yan, Bernie.
yeah.
Ano talaga, na at least, diba? You get to humanize yung OFWs natin, what they're actually going through abroad. Mas emotional, mas may ano yun, mas may kurot sa
May
puso.
kirot. Yeah.
Yun, diba?
agree.
Okay. So yun, we're curious. So like working together, Mingon, how would you describe Bella as a co-star and as a director?
I would say in one word, perfection.
Okay, really? Was she
Yeah.
strict as a
No, no, not
director?
not not, not
What did you
strict.
say? I missed it. Sorry. What did you say?
Perfection.
you're you're the
Wow.
epitome of perfection as a co-star and
What
director.
again? No, I'm joking.
Because
I'm
like
joking.
Can you
she
expound what you mean by that?
she was really like whenever I think how the actors or actresses or who are really famous to behave,
Mm-hmm.
and like how they act and everything, not only on set, it's like, and that image what I was drawing, it was exactly same as Bella. So I found it really perfect. Like, she was super nice, kind, polite, and very friendly. And I find that when I have to act with another partners. You have to be really close to each other to in order to act well. And she was super friendly on that part, so like I could act really comfortable. And as a director, she guided me very well. She told me exactly how I should do and stuff. And like whenever we talk about stuff that like, and if she finds like, if I ask her something like, can I do this or can I do that? And if she says, if she thinks like no, then she lets me clearly know like why not. So I can understand fully. So like she knows like how to guide the actors and actresses. And like I really like that she was always on set, always like even on set, like I always asked her like, did you eat, did you sleep? And she didn't eat much, she didn't sleep well. But she was nice, like she wasn't sensitive. So I was like, wow, that's the perfect image, perfect for directors to have. So I say one word, perfection.
Let's talk
Oh,
again after my 10th film. This is my second film as a director, so let's talk again later.
Pero ang galing. Mas
Maybe it's not the
komportable ka na,
same.
Bella? Mas
Hindi
komportable? Are you
din.
more
No,
comfortable
I was
directing
very
now?
scared. No, I was very scared here. Actually, I'm currently sitting across Direct Irene. So,
Oh, hi,
my first
Direk!
hi
hello
direct daw,
po.
sabi ng mga pepsters. Hi din. When I did 366 kasi Direct Irene and our friends were on set. So, I felt very comfortable and very relaxed kasi, you have people you trust and I guess they were my comfort zone also. So, this is basically my first project without my security blanket in a sense. So, I was very nervous every day and also at the same time, parang I'm also one of the producers of this film. So, I'm always thinking about how I can make it better, not just for me, but also for Viva. So there were so many things running in my head constantly, like while we were shooting. And I'm happy they didn't notice it or they didn't feel it, but I was very scared definitely, especially since the laws in Korea are so different from ours. Like in Korea, there's only 10 working days on set for us, and kasama baklas dun sa 10 working days. So, kasama baklas sa hotel. So, I kept thinking, like, do we have to drop scenes today, or are there scenes that we can still edit out? But in fairness, we didn't drop anything. Everything we had to shoot, we did on time. So, um, I'm very blessed with the people that surround me on set, really.
Oh, wow. Follow-up question ko, Bella.
Yeah.
This is your second directorial job, no? How is it directing seasoned actors like Lorna Tolentino and Buboy Garavillo? Kasi,
Very nerve wracking, very nerve wracking. Tito Buboy, I've worked with many times, so he's like my set dad. He's been my dad in many projects, so we're very close. Like I can joke around with him easily, but with Miss LT, I think it's different because I saw Miss LT growing up, like in family parties. She's married to the boy, and Tito Rudy was Tito Robin's cousin. So I would always see them in family affairs and family parties. But as a child, like I never got to talk to her as an adult. So I also have that. She's an authority figure for me. Um, but when I became an actress, I remember a lot of people saying, when my hair is dark, people say I look when I was younger, I don't know if it's the same now, but before people would say I look like Miss LT or Alice Dixon, which is weird because my mom actually looks like Miss Alice Dixon, but I don't. So I said, I hope I get to do a project with Miss LT one day. So this is that project, and I'm very fortunate because she's so generous on set. She's generous with her time, with her experiences, with her knowledge about film sets. She's generous with food. She treats all of us like her children. So it was easy to be on set with Miss LP. You'll never feel like you had a big star on set. She never made us feel like I'm a big star. Treat me this way. She doesn't have that air. So beautiful.
correct. Ang interesting no, yung you just see her as a kid and then after so many years, ikaw na yung director niya, no?
I know, and it's such a nice experience. She opened up to me while we were in Korea that she actually wanted to be a director before. In fact, she studied in the U.S. to be a director in her 30s, I think. And so this was one of her biggest passions in life. And she told me that she feels like, I'm living her dream. And I find that very beautiful, like to come from someone like myself.
Correct. That's very interesting. Min, what about you? How is it working with Filipino actors? And if you met Lorna Tolentino, because she's a seasoned actress here in the Philippines.
Um, like I talked about working with Bella, right? When I was working with Lorna, because that to me she was like she reminds me my mom. Actually, when she was shooting with young Lisa on the set, and I was behind the camera when I was like watching her acting, I cried a little bit. It reminds me of my mom, and she was super friendly too. She always took care of me. She was like, "Mingon, did you eat? Did you sleep well? How are you doing?" And like, she she helped me to feel like comfortable on the set. So I really thank that about it too. And like, and working with Boboy, he was super super friendly. He always played music and songs while we were waiting for the setup to get ready. And he was like the first one who started conversation with me so that I don't feel left out. So and that one I really thank. And like not only with them, like everyone, like even for the talents and even for like staffs, they were all so nice. I think Filipinos are too nice. They're so nice.
Wow, it's nice to hear that everybody really made you feel welcome. Like not just here in the Philippines but for the whole project. So you think you're gonna do another project with here in the Philippines? You
Oh yes,
interested in doing one again?
I'm super like I would be super happy if you guys are call me again to do another project, and I'm willing to do it, and I'm open to it. And I'm also actually with Viva Artist Agency, so anytime
Yeah,
you
he
guys.
just signed with Viva. Yeah. I think after you guys watch Mingon
Congratulations.
in this film, you're gonna want to watch him again.
Ah, congrats, congrats. Yeah, because you two had such good chemistry just from the trailer
Thank
alone.
you.
So
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's very
that's
easy to
interesting
build
to watch.
chemistry with Mingon. Yeah.
How did you make
Just
it
Actually, it
because
wasn't a
possible? Like,
conscious
did you?
effort. Yeah, it wasn't even a conscious effort. I think it just, it's nice when you find a co-actor or a scene partner who's just very open and also generous with their energy, and you end up working well together. So it's always a pleasant surprise.
it's
Did you go
already.
through a workshop, like a chemistry workshop or
No, we
anything?
we
No.
actually did not. We had a look test, and that's it. It was just a look test, mostly for our camera, for the lights, for our costumes, and the makeup look,
So it
but
was.
not really a chemistry test. I didn't want us to have a chemistry test because I was so nervous, and also at the same time, anyway, our characters was meeting for the first time
Right.
on set on the first shooting day, so I wanted it also to be as natural as possible. So yeah.
That's very interesting, Bella, no? Because I tell Pink and my office mate before this live that there is chemistry based on that trailer alone. So,
Oh, thank
wow.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's
I hope you
exciting.
guys
Do
see
you
it in
feel
the film as well.
like I'm sure you always get to ask this question, Bella? Do you still feel the pressure, especially that this film is competing with seven other films, and I think there are three or four other similar genres, just like
Yeah,
yung libro sa napanood ko. So how
definitely.
do you feel about that?
Definitely. But I feel like I'm happy when there's a time and then the chance for us to actually watch Filipino films. And this is a very rare opportunity for us because I feel like, we're only mandated to watch Filipino films on Christmas for MMFF. So having a summer MMFF gives Filipino filmmakers the chance to show their work again. So I'm very happy that they're doing this summer MMFF for the first time. But in terms of competition, I don't think of it that way anymore. In fact, I was with Kylie last night, my cousin, and she also has an entry. And I even said, can we take a picture so I can post both of our projects? Because, at the end of the day, if a Filipino movie makes money, whichever Filipino movie it is, we're all winning. Our industry is winning. So I don't want to think of it as my movie made more money than yours or, nothing like that. And um, I would like to think that, over time, like JC and I did a few Pista ng Pelikulang Filipino films, and we built, I guess, an audience for our genre. I believe that they will watch this film, and I hope they will enjoy this film also because it has the signature, I guess, mapanakit tropes that they like watching. So, and I'm always happy to give it. So, we'll see this MMFF. It's definitely, I think the pressure is bigger now than it ever was before for me because I'm co-producing. But aside from that, as an actress or as a director, I don't think about whether my film made this or didn't make this.
Okay, agree. At least, diba, it's really for the film industry ultimately, no?
It is.
Right. Bella, you were able to spend a few days or a few weeks in Korea, and then Min Gon, you stayed in the Philippines. Um, can you tell us about your most memorable experiences experiencing each other's culture? I don't think it's your first time in South Korea, right, Bella?
No, no, I went to Korea in 2020 before the pandemic, so it was a very different experience. They were about to go on lockdown, so it was really scary, and no one in the world knew what COVID-19 was yet back then. So, parang, you're also scared as an individual. But this time around, I feel like I really got to experience Korea, and Mingon helped with that so much. Like, pinapasyal niya kami pag day off, he would take us around, and I got to see, museums, beautiful shopping district, eating district. We went out with his friends for drinks. I had a friend, a Filipina friend, who was also there. She watched the BTS concert, so namamasyal kami with them pag day off. So I also got to see so many places because of looking for locations. Um, so yeah, I got to see Seoul, I think, properly this time. Interestingly, we were also in Seoul when when the accident in Itaewon happened, the stampede. So I respected their culture so much after that instance because you really felt the whole area grieving for the people, and I don't know, the sentiment was just so somber. Like you can really feel the nation grieving, and I appreciate how respectful they are in times like that. Like they were all genuinely very concerned, very worried. I got so many text messages from Korean friends that night, like when the stampede happened. Parang alam mo yun, the feeling is everyone looks out for each other, and I love that.
Wow, super memorable, huh? I mean that
Super,
experience.
super. Yeah.
My gosh.
What about you, Mingon? What's your experience in the Philippines, the memorable ones?
Oh,
You
I
were
remember,
sharing. You were all right. Okay, go ahead.
oh, I remember when we were shooting, like we had break days in between the shooting days. Remember that Bella took me to we went to BGC and we went to the UP. We walked around the UP. She showed me. She even bought me some quack quack.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then,
Okay,
Yeah,
uh,
I made them try
did you
Pinoy
try
street
that?
food.
she,
He also made us
Did you?
try Korean street food.
she even tried to obtain me to have a balut.
Oh my gosh. Did you try it? You
No,
eat it?
No.
no, no.
Okay, you weren't able to ask him. Oh my gosh.
That
Maybe
was
this trip
That's
we'll find a way.
that's understandable. It's okay. Oh my gosh. And you were saying earlier before our live that you went to several places just recently, just this week. you visited some of you visited like some several spots here in the Philippines. You went to a theme park, right? You
Oh,
were
yes,
saying
yes.
earlier.
I went to
What were the
EK
places that you
yesterday.
went to?
I went
EK,
to EK
Enchanted
yesterday,
Kingdom,
and I went to Manila Bay,
Manila Bay.
and I went to the SM Mall of Asia. It was
That's so
Okay.
big.
it was so good. I got lost in there twice in one day.
Oh my God.
You also
And
went to a museum, right?
yes, went to Ayala Museum, and I learned brief history about Philippines. And where did I go? I travel alone, so I went to the Greenbelt Mall. That was big too, and I went to the Mega Mall. That was big too. Every mall here is big.
Okay,
Oh my
I just have
gosh.
okay. I just have to ask this, Mingo. No, um, I know you've been in the Philippines just for a brief time, but I think you discovered how influential Korean culture in the Philippines, how big the Korean culture influence here. So, what's your comment about that? There are, restaurants, Korean restaurants, and um, K drama on television.
Oh yes. Um, I am like first thing is that I really think that you guys love our that Korean culture, and this is really like surprising because I remember back in like 15 years ago when I was in Canada, the Korea culture wasn't that popular. And so like whenever like Koreans have to open up their restaurant in Canada or in other countries, they have to open up like saying it's Korean Japanese restaurant kind of stuff. But nowadays everyone's know our country, they love our culture, our drama, music, and I find it really surprising and really thankful. And I find it that Korea's luck is now matched with their own time. So I feel really lucky, and I'm happy that I'm living in that era right now.
All right. We're learning a lot from Mingon and Bella for this movie. Thank you for sharing a lot. So now I'm excited for our last part of Pep Live. Let's now play Pep Challenge. All right. We're going to play Guilty or Not Guilty. Okay, so this is easy. This is a bit similar to the game earlier. So we're gonna throw five questions, and then you just say guilty or not guilty. So don't worry, Mean Gun, because you get to defend your answer in case you have to. So I'm sure you're gonna do this well. With Bella, I think she just recently guested here on Pep Live, so she knows this very well by now. So are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
Hey, all right. Number one question: guilty or not guilty? Google
Mhm.
yourself.
I have
Does,
guilty.
does guilty means like I have done it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you've done it.
Guilty. Guilty.
What
I've
did
done it.
you find out about yourself when you Googled yourself?
I was really surprised and a little bit scared of Google is that even before our trailer was released, I just Googled my name and the related person was Bela Padilla. And I was like, oh, so surprised. Like our trailer wasn't out yet. We just finished the shooting. And Google
That's
knew
so
already.
crazy.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's amazing.
Oh, that was
Okay.
good. Oh, that would work well for the movie. All right. How about Bella?
I was fixing my CV, yeah, just basically like my bio data, and I forgot what year one film came out. So I googled it, and I learned so much about the film after. But yeah, so
Okay.
I actually had to Google myself a few times to check the date. Like I had to double check if everything was correct.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
Number
Okay.
two, Bernie.
All right. Second one. Had a thing with a co-star. A thing means in a romantic level, not
Or
really.
you
Not.
got
It doesn't have to be
attracted?
a
If you got
relationship. You're
attracted.
right. Right.
No, not guilty.
Guilty.
Oh, you haven't?
Not guilty. Bella.
Guilty. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
kilig?
you guys
Was
know
it kilig?
naman. I think you guys know naman.
Mm-mm,
Tagal na
kilig.
yun.
All right. Okay. Number three, guilty or not guilty? Scolded by a director, co-star, or co-worker in a film set. So, where you got?
What
Did you get
what 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 does it
reprimanded?
mean? It's like
Ah,
Like you
scolded.
got screamed
Scolded?
at, like someone
Reprimand.
got mad at you.
Oh, someone got mad at me. Not guilty. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, ako din. Especially
Not
the
yet.
terror directors I've worked with. I have such a clean slate. So I'm so happy. Like, hindi pa ako nasisigawan ng terror directors.
Wow!
Yeah.
oh,
Ang
okay.
galing. So
That's
that
nice.
means pareho kayo na masunurin talaga or talagang you are really
Yeah.
prepared when you come
They
on set,
deliver, di ba?
We
Yes.
try. We
'di ba?
try.
Uh,
That's why it didn't happen to you. All right.
correct.
Next,
Next.
Bernie.
Eavesdrop a conversation in a restaurant.
Not
Guilty.
guilty.
Okay.
Guilty.
So,
Okay.
Eavesdrop is like
Mingon.
is eavesdrop like listening to other people's conversation?
Listening.
Yes,
right,
yes.
Yeah.
right.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it every time.
I love that you said definitely every time.
Every time. I'm so interested in
Why?
people's behavior. Because I'm so interested in people's behavior and how they will think and like what their interest is, like all kinds of like people stuff. So whenever I go to a restaurant or a cafe, like I listen to other people's conversation, and my girlfriend's always like tell me to stop.
Okay. Now I'm interested with Bella's answer because Bella is really conscious not to listen, right?
I am. I like watching people. Like I like people watching in cafes, but my hearing is not the best. So even if I wanted to
Okay.
eavesdrop, I can't. My
All right.
hearing and my eyesight is not the best. So like I feel like if you eavesdrop, you also have to watch, like really look at the people to look at their behavior. When I say I like people watching, I like seeing people pass by, but not really like studying their faces.
Wow. All right. Last one. Guilty or not guilty? Stalk a crush.
Not guilty.
Like on IG, like you have to find out what's his name or what's her name
Uh, Depends.
or the things that she
Depends
likes.
a
So did
little
you do
bit.
it before? A little. Okay.
A little
Just to
bit.
give you an information about this person, right? Like if especially if you're just getting to know the person, um,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Just
right?
to figure out like what she likes or what she interested in or like who's her
Mm-mm.
friends and stuff.
But you were saying just a little, so you're more interested in getting to know the person, like in
Yeah,
person.
because I don't believe that the social network is the 100% that shows the person. So the thing is that I have to see that person face to face to get to know that person, and even I meet that person to face to face for let's say like more than 10 years, I don't think I'm still not 100% know that person. So yeah,
For sure.
Same. I super
All
believe
right.
that.
How about
Like
you, Bella?
yeah, parang you can't know a person from social media. But yeah, I have not, because when I am on social media, I like watching funny videos. So I don't like really like looking at people's profiles too much.
All right. My gosh, Bernie, thank you so much, Bella and Mingon, for sharing a lot with us today on Pep
Thank
Live. We're so
you.
happy to
thank
have you
you.
here.
Thank you,
So now
guys.
we'll ask you to invite Pepsters to watch your movie this coming April.
Yes, please. Okay, I'll go ahead if it's okay. Yes, thank you, Bernie. Thank you, Rachel, for having us today. And sa lahat po ng Pepsters na nanonood today, maraming maraming salamat po sa pagsama sa amin. And please, sa April 8 po, sana abangan natin lahat yung Libro Sa Napanood Ko starring Yoo Min Gon, myself, Mr. Boboy Garavillo, with the special participation of Mr. Boy Abunda and Ms. Lorna Tolentino. This is directed by me. Sana po panoorin nyo. Malapit na po, April 8th. And if you guys want to join our premiere night, it's on March 31 in SM Mega Mall Cinema 1 at 6 p.m. So yan. Sana po supportahan natin lahat ng pelikulang Pilipino. Pero unahin po natin yung libro sa napanood ko. Thank you.
All right,
Mingon.
Mingon.
Thank you, Peppers, for inviting me to your show, and I invite everyone to our movie Yung Libro Sa Napanood Ko. It's opening in April 8th in localized cinema. So I want you to come and enjoy the movie, and I hope to see you all in the cinema. Thank you.
Wow. And you're Bella, are you joining the parade for
Yes,
MMFF?
we're both gonna be in the parade. We'll see you guys there.
All right. Okay. And then you can also invite our viewers now to follow you on your respective social media accounts or other projects that you'd like for them to watch for.
And then God,
Okay.
What was the question?
Mingon, where can
you
they
can
follow
promote.
you on social media?
Oh, yes, please follow me on Instagram. I only have Instagram as my social media account. So follow
Mhm.
me. I'm gonna post a little bit more of my lifestyles or what I'm gonna work. I will keep update you guys with my Instagram, and it's really thank you if you follow me.
And now that you're part of Viva, are you there,
Mhm.
plans for you for a next project?
For now, not sure, but I think Viva said they will contact me again after whenever they have a project that
For
needs me.
you?
So next time I hope to come back to Philippines to shoot another movie or any kind of different projects.
Enjoy the rest of your stay for now
Good
here,
luck.
and we'll be seeing more of you for sure. Mingon.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bella, how about you? Do you have a YouTube
Thank you
account
guys.
or
Yeah, sure. I'm shooting something new right now, but I can't really talk about it yet. But yeah, follow me on Instagram at Bella, on Twitter at Padilla Bella, and I am working on a project with friends right now, called Enroll. It's a platform for filmmakers, so please follow at enroll.film on Twitter and Instagram.
yay! Thank
Thank
you,
you
Bye.
Bella and
guys.
Mingon.
Thank you.
Pepsters,
Thank
Bye.
syempre no, follow nyo ang Pep sa aming mga social media accounts na i-flash dyan sa ating screen. And you can also follow me on my social media accounts, being she at Twitter and Instagram. Bernie.
Yes, for me, Tweety Burns on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you, guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye.
Pepsters!
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.